What? I'm in the middle of a trade. What do you want, man? I'm knee deep in these candlesticks. What's up?
Hey man, I just tried
Hey,
doing one of your.
hey, hey. Oh my gosh. Made me lose this trade now. What do you want?
Yeah, well, talking about losing trades, I just took one of your trades and it says that I got liquidated, but I had my stop loss in place, so I don't get it. How am I following your trade, but I'm getting taken out? Like, what's going on?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys, are you calling me in the middle of a trade about risk management? Are you calling me in the middle of a trade? This is New York session right now, bro. Just hang up. Just go away. Are you calling me about risk management? Is that what we're doing?
Right. I bring. I mean, I bring you the the Lost Edge with Nancy, Wu-Time, and the Edge community guest. Uh, let's redo that one real quick, Nancy.
Well, I mean, I literally followed your trade down to the numbers, the stop loss, and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I might have put like, 50 leverage on it, but everything was right to the
Oh.
T, but it says I got liquidated and now I'm missing half my portfolio. Like, what's up, dude?
So this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do. Okay, It- you got it all flipped around. Okay, the thing is that you are sitting there trying to manage your risk, and all that means is that you don't trust my entry. Okay, so you got to get your own entry. That's what that is. Anybody. The thing is, I'm sitting here setting my goals, and you there setting your stop loss. Okay, that's the difference. All right, so go ahead. Look, man, I'm so tired of this stuff. I'm about to lose this freaking short here. So anyway, all right. So what? Okay, so you took some trade that I just threw up there, and you're pissed off. Okay, so did you? I mean, I guess you followed the take profit and stuff that I set there. So you said you got leverage. So I mean, how much leverage did you use?
Dude, I didn't even use that much, you know? I mean, it can go up to 150, but I was like, I'll meet it in the middle, and I just did 50 times leverage.
Gotcha. So you copied my entry and take profit, and then stop loss and leverage. But okay, let's just break this down. Okay, so you guys are doing it wrong. Okay, and I told you guys in the beginning, you guys are doing it wrong. Don't just copy my entry, my stop loss, my take profit. You need to copy my concepts. Is what you need to do. You need to understand first. If you copy anybody, you need to understand how what drawdown that person has, what reputation does that person have as far as wins and losses, and how they trade. And you need to know like how they trade. You need to know why they chose entries because when they go in, let's say $300, you don't go in $300. Of course, you go in the percentage that they do, or even less. And at certain times, man, it's just people screw up. Okay, and what they do is they copy the entry. That's it. They copy the entry and not the content. And you can't just willy nilly just go in there and think you're going to make thousands of dollars by following somebody. I mean, anybody can do that. You can't steal the conviction. We know that. And how you earn it, how you earn the conviction, is through time on the charts and knowing the bias. And you have to know the bias before you take the trade, even if you're copying. And when you're copying somebody, I mean, you probably don't even have my trades, my recent trades listed that you took. Look, I'm in the middle of this freaking trade, man. But look, you probably don't even write down my trades that you've taken or that you've looked up in the history. Every single trade is there. Go look them up and see which ones I've done bad at. What coins have I messed up on? Don't take those trades. What is there? Do I move my stop loss? You don't move your stop loss. If I do something like that, you don't do something like that. You need to know my weaknesses before you even copy me. See, my setup came from structure, timing, and there's a risk profile as well, and that matches my system. But if you create your stop and your size, and then you enter willy nilly whenever you see my notification, then it doesn't align, and it's not my trade anymore. It's really your gamble. Okay, just being upfront, it's your gamble, and you got to take ownership. But copying trades without copying the exact risk, without copying the exact discipline and execution, because this, I mean, it's not a perfect world. I mean, I'm sorry, but there's no, you got to deal with that. With technology and stuff, it's great and everything, but it's not instantaneous. But but getting that execution, that risk discipline, when you copy, it's the same as the other person. That's how you turn someone else's edge into your own. But if you don't, if you mistime it, if you decide that you want to go 10 times leverage instead of 5 times leverage, then you are actually not creating your own edge. You're creating your own law, for real. And so there's a whole strategy to copy trading. There really is. And if you don't follow it to a T, you will be left unprofitable and like clueless. It's possible, but of course it's better to understand the concept of why the person, you have to understand why the person's entering. Because if you enter late, you know what to do. The person's not there, you know what to do. And you have to mimic their leverage. Because if I mean, their entry size, if you don't mimic the entry size and leverage, you have to move the stop loss accordingly. And if you don't know why they put the stop loss there, then you can't put it at a different structure because they put it there for a structural reason. So you can't adjust it to your own risk or your own entry if you don't know their philosophy. So it really is a lot of research. And by the time you do that, you know, and again, it's not a perfect world. I'd love to tell you that you can just copy trade everybody, but it's just not how it happens. It's becoming harder and harder to copy trade with the speed of the markets. But you need to learn the person and back test the person. You might as well get your own strategy or learn their strategy and then back test that instead of back testing them. But you really have to. And if you do want to copy trade, I mean, you got to diversify your copy traders. You have to. And I suggest using less risk percentage per trade than them. And I suggest you research the coins they don't do well in. I suggest you research how if you entered the same percentage as they did, can you take their drawdown? Did they get emotional? You have to learn all this because you are sitting there trusting them to guide you to financial freedom. I mean, you're just going to enter with whoever pops up on the Involio screen? No, you need to have your select few or select several because you need to diversify. Regardless, you need to diversify because you're going to get losses. But in reality, I mean, it's best to learn someone's system and execute it yourself and let it become your own. So I say until you backtest at least 100 of his trades, their trades, then you're just gambling. You're gambling. And you might as well not. You might as well just, because unless you understand the whole system, you're going to be lost during it. If something goes wrong, they're not there. You needed to trade with a different percentage. You decided that you want to be greedy and thought that more leverage would mean more profits. You went ahead and did that, or, you know, a huge wick just all of a sudden comes. You need to know what was in their head, or else you're going to be lost. And you're going to, like I said, it's one trade becomes a microcosm of your career, which is losses, which is if you think that you can copy trade somebody and not work hard at it and still get to the top percentage or even just the percentage of profitable traders, 15%, you think you can just copy somebody just willy-nilly and not even heavily research them and get to the profitable stage of trading? Fuck that. No, it's impossible. It's silly. It's foolish. It's foolish. People spend years and years and then quit because they can't do it. So anyway, that's so essentially you need to log every single trade you take of mine. Okay. You need to go back in the chat as well and look at every single trade. And look at the entry, look at the take profit, and see how the trade went. Did it go good? Did it go not bad? And you need to pretty much use that as a filter of what trades you take of mine, or if my system even, you need to know why I enter at certain places, so then you can learn. what to do when the trade goes bad. So, I mean, that's just it. I mean, if you aren't backtesting my or anybody or any of the idiots that you're copying, I mean, if you're copying anybody else, you're definitely going to be unprofitable. But if you're copying me, just make sure you go back to my trades and you need to know the reason I entered, the reason I have a take profit somewhere, the reason I have a stop loss somewhere, or else trade goes bad. You are going to get wrecked. That's it. So, I mean, it's easy. Okay, it's easy. It's easy to be a copy trader, right? No, it's not. It's almost as hard. It's practically as hard as being a regular trader. So it is a little bit of a skill, guys. It is a skill. Okay, so don't think that it's the easy way out, because there is no easy money anymore. There's no gold rush anymore. Okay, we are now going out west, and half our family dying. Okay, that's easy money. That was easy money. Throwing your whole life away and everybody you know and all your social and being miserable on this earth trading, that is the payment now. Okay. Which is worse. So anyway, that's it. That's it. No easy money. And copy trading is definitely a skill. It definitely is. But you have to research your people, or you just gambling. So.
No, all right. I get it. And, I thought it would be
God, look at
easy
the
to
candle. Oh
copy
my
trade.
gosh.
Oof.
Oh my gosh. Look at that. Okay, I got to do this. Oh, I got to change this real quick in my unit. Okay, there you go. Change this. Boom. Okay. Whew. Man, that was a nice candle right there. Oof. Okay, sorry, distracted. You were talking about I heard some unprofitable chatter right here.
Oh yeah, you know me. I'm just trying to, copy trade my way to the top. I mean, I thought it would be just easy to follow you without having to do any of the work. I thought you did the work for me, but I guess you're right. I have to do my own work. But if I just keep getting liquidated, what does that mean about my leverage? Is my leverage like, I know you said that you use, your leverage, and so are you saying I have to go low leverage until I really understand what your risk comes with every trade? Because if that's the case, then you're saying I have to do actual work, right? And actual back testing?
No, you just have to uninstall TradingView. That's all you have to do, and you'll be done. You will be much more profitable than you are right now, to be honest with you. So that's where we're heading right now. So, but no, I mean, so you're saying you're asking if the leverage matters. I mean, the leverage, obviously, it does matter, obviously. So a lot of people, the thing is, you got to know the leverage. Okay. And if you don't know the leverage, then, ask the person that's doing it. And leverage is one thing that's a huge misnomer. I mean, it's a lot of people think they know what leverage is and what it does at trading, but they don't. And it is literally, it is a tool, and people misuse it, and the misuse is dangerous. But leverage is just a risk scaling tool. Okay, it's not but a lot of people use it like a lottery ticket, we could say. So leverage, a lot of people believe that it increases your risk. It doesn't. It doesn't increase your risk. Okay, risk is only increased by when you are careless, when you don't control your position size, your margin. Okay, leverage is what allows you to keep the same dollar risk while using less margin. So you think of it as like the R in risk and reward, the R. Okay, it's the R is it's less with the leverage. So, for example, okay, so another example, smart money. Smart money uses leverage. What does it use it for? It uses it for efficiency. Institutions, they aren't using it 50 times leverage. No, they're using leverage to watch this. They're using leverage, the free liquidity from multiple positions, so that then they can go hedge other positions and they can go arbitrage. That's what it's about. It's about strategically using it as a tool. See, retail, they misuse it. It's emotional leverage. I would tell you all guys, don't use leverage. I mean, that is the most leverage is what's killing a lot of us, especially during bull runs. I suggest 2 times leverage during a bull run. I'm talking about a scalp. I mean, right now we're not in a bull run, so don't get that confused. We are not in a bull run. Once we go up 3%, Bitcoin goes up 3% and down 3% and in a single day. And once alts go up 14% in a day, okay, and then 6% down, and then 30% up, and then 5% down, and then 20% up, then we're in a bull run. Okay, but until then, we're not. And you can use some leverage. But when we're in that, you're all gonna get wrecked. We know that. It's all a transfer of money from retail to the institutions. That's all the bull run is code for. So, but back to this is that when you're a regular time, you need to realize that it's a tool and it won't wreck you, but you need to learn how to use it. So, and you can do the math. I mean, you can do the math, and you can do the math. I'm not going to go there because that'd be a whole entire thing. But you need to understand that I see that with risk, you need to have a defined stop. That is what makes your risk is your stop loss. It's not your leverage. The moment you understand that leverage is a precise instrument, okay? It's as soon as you realize that once you have precision and leverage, you can not self-destruct with it. Rather the opposite. You can actually grow with it, but you need to realize it doesn't change risk. It's your stop loss that affects the risk. So, I mean, and I want to say that, I mean, I really want to say that and get that clear, because if you do the math and everything, it doesn't affect your risk. You're actually in the market with less margin, and you can spend less time in the market. You can be exposed to the market less. It's not about, that's the thing that people do is they think, oh, I can get money quicker. No, that's not what it's about, dear. No, the structure stays the same in the chart. So, yeah, that's one thing that a lot of people mess up on is they get that risk and that leverage and if you're thinking about leverage making you more money at all, if you're thinking at all about that, that's not what it's about. You shouldn't even be thinking about making more money. It's not about that. It's about how can I preserve my capital, and that's really what it's about. It's about how much risk can I handle, not how much money do I want to make. Okay. So when we're talking about risk management, it should be more of how much risk am I able to give? That's pretty much, or put on the line. That's what the question should be. I mean, in the whole thick of it, you should be thinking about the process and not the end result. But as far as risk management, you shouldn't be thinking about, the end profits. That's just retarded because nobody cares about that. So don't be ignorant. Don't be ignorant and don't be 100 times leveraging everything. It's a tool. You need to know market structure, and it doesn't change anything. But in the same note that it doesn't change risk, it doesn't change market structure. You still have to obey market structure and use it to your ability. But that's something that I had to teach 101 or have a whole separate video or something on, because it's very hard to teach. So yes, that's these copy traders. I mean, you can't use much leverage, but it's a whole scam thing. These people that tell you to copy them, they're sitting there using 40 leverage when they're paper trading, and you're sitting there using real money, and they say, oh wow, it went and drawdown like 20%, and you closed out because you couldn't handle it, of course, but they got paper trading money. So that's why they were able to screenshot that high profit at the end. And you were just like, oh, I wish I got that. It's not you guys. It's all a scam. Yeah. So I didn't know where the heck we're going there, but I'm getting this retest on this trade here. It's just looking, I've been fighting it, wrestling it, I'm trying to get down to that buy limit. So, I mean, look, I came one tick away from it. So we're almost there. I can't believe you called me during New York Open, dude.
Well, I'm waiting till lunch to place my trade. So, I don't see anything yet, and I already got stopped out twice. So I figured, well, the front session wasn't good to me, so I'll just get in during lunch. But, then again, I should just really just I should just back test it.
You were gonna do lunch. Oh, you would do
Well,
lunch. You would do lunch. That's
but I don't
perfect.
have any more
So,
money. I don't
yeah,
even have
that's
any
it.
more money to do lunch. I don't even have money for lunch anymore.
Oh, okay. I heard about that. I heard how you get your money. Your neighbor is pretty, but anyway, so, pretty lonely over there. I heard he is, but, yeah, no, lunch. I mean, lunch, I mean, that's a perfect place for
Hey,
you to be. I
that's
mean, that's
private
where the
business, buddy.
unprofitable, they force trade. That's not private actually. Anyway, Hamster
Well,
was
I'm gonna
talking
have to
about
talk
it
to
the
him
other
about
day.
that. This
It's
bullshit.
pretty public. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, the lunch hour perfect for you. I mean, I think you feel right at home. That's where the unprofitable sit there and force trades. So that's perfect. Yeah, I mean that really is. It's like a little bull run there. That's where everybody loses money and the unprofitable do, and because the rest of us are sitting, because the thing is, liquidity goes down and it's easily manipulated. So. Yeah, that's the thing is you don't people go to lunch and they go trade lunch and they go hunting and that's the people that trade lunch. Tell me, you guys out there, tell me, do you not go? Okay, do you not trade? Okay, you're not in a trade. Okay, and then lunch comes. Okay, and you know it's lunch. Okay, and lunch comes. Let's say 12 EST, and you're hunting subconsciously. You know you're hunting. You aren't waiting. You're hunting or else you wouldn't be on the charts. I don't care if you believe in lunch or not. I'm just saying subconsciously or metabolically, you're hunting. That's all. That's what you do during lunch. You hunt. It's more than you, it's more confluential. It's more true and genetically true than you think it is. Like these concepts, it's just like the tides control everything. It's just like that. It's something that you until you're profitable, you won't come to terms with it. But anyway, it's thing is, don't trade lunch. Go hunt for food. Okay, that's it. So yeah, you don't yeah, man, don't you need to go get a day job. That's probably your best bet.
Yeah, maybe I just need to back test everything and yeah, maybe I just build up my capital after I mean, I've lost enough money just copy trading and trying to figure out when to get in, when to get out, and I just get liquidated before even my stop loss gets hit. But I mean, maybe that's why I messed up.
You say you get liquidated before you stop on it.
Well, I mean, put my stop loss, but I still got liquidated, so I don't know how that works.
How did you put the stop loss? How did you put the stop loss on the other side? Dude, it shows your liquidation mark. All right. This is what's wrong. Okay, go ahead. Keep talking. I'm sitting here. I'm getting the retest. I'm about to lose this short. Go ahead.
Well, I literally just put, I follow the stop loss, I follow the entry, but somehow I got liquidated before my stop loss even got hit, and I just don't understand why. And now I'm getting more losses than I'm getting more wins. Like my losses are bigger than my wins, and so I'm just trying to figure out why I'm still so unprofitable.
Okay, so what you need to do, okay, just do this. It's real simple. Okay, do me a real quick favor. Okay, so first thing you need to do is
I'm
you
not
need to
going to
go
my neighbor's
to
house. I'm
trading.
not doing that right now.
I heard he has a big car, and I mean, you might need some mulch this time of year. So anyway, so what you need to do is go to Trading View. Okay, go to Trading View and write down like a simple, strategy. Like I don't know, RSI greater than 30, you do whatever. RSI less than something, you do this. Okay, and let's just say this as well. Let's throw another confluence in there. The true day open. So let's say you're above the true day open, you go short, you're below it, you go long, something like that. Okay. Just two simple rules. Okay. Write them down. Now, what you do is you go to the trading view and you do a replay. Or you can do live. Let's do live data. Sorry, you do live data, and you just don't do a replay on this one. You don't do a replay. Do live data, and just watch the charts for 10 trades. I want you to do it New York AM. Okay. I want you to do 10 trades. So that's probably like 2 days. Okay. With that kind of setup, just simple. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to risk what paper trade 1%, at the very most 1.5%. Okay. If you're really feeling greedy and you want to be unprofitable, do 1.5%. But at every single trade, you do the same amount. Okay. And write that down, and don't close. May have a stop loss and have a take profit. Have a preset take profit that you, when you're looking at the chart, have it set. One take profit, not two, not three, not four, one, and have one stop loss. Okay. And use it in the stop loss. You need to have 0.5% lower than your entry in your take profit. Don't worry about anything. Just do it 1%. Okay. Beyond your entry. Okay. So essentially you have a 1 to 2. So it's a risk reward. So 1 to 2. Okay, I don't do RR as much, but 1 to 2. Okay, is what you're dealing with, and so you don't have to worry about that. But just enter on a simple strategy. Okay, and then your take profit is at 1% from your entry, and your stop loss is at 0.5. And don't close early. Don't get emotional. Don't close. You only close at that take profit or that stop loss. 10 trades. Just do 10 trades during New York AM. Okay, live trades. And what you'll notice, and not replay, do these live, because what you'll notice is, I guarantee you'll notice that you actually, right there, you were profitable. You were profitable, more profitable than you were following my trades or practically anybody else's over the long term. And so another thing you're going to feel is you're going to feel good. Why? Because you didn't get emotional. You let your plan play out. Whether it hit the TP or hit the stop loss, you're going to feel good, whether it hit either one, because your plan of invalidation and profit in it being working out, hit. It's a feeling like none other. It's one thing for somebody else's to get hit and then you follow it, but it's another thing for you to sit there and it get hit. It's crazy feeling. I know you never felt it, but it's crazy and it feels good. It's addicting. Okay. And so do that. And what you'll realize is the conviction. You'll build the conviction. You'll build the self-worth, the faith in yourself, because you just have a simple 2-step like RSI bullshit strategy. But I swear to you, that's how simple a strategy needs to be profitable. You just need to stop skipping around from moron to moron, copying them and entering, a whole, 10 minutes after them, because by the time they enter, they type it out and then you see it, you see it. And then you get up from playing your Barbies and you go to your Tamagotchi computer and you start typing it in, and that person's already pulled out, the guy you're copying, pulled out of your mom. And then you lose, you aren't profitable. And you sit there and say, oh, I want a lot of money. I'm behind him. So let me do 10 times leverage. And then you go back to playing with your Barbies, and you come back and just, what the hell happened? That's what happens. It's not instantaneous. This is what happens. Even if it is, things go wrong. And what you need to do is you need to do what I told you to do. You need to do those 10 trades for me. Okay. You do this in trades, and that's what you need. It's not a successful method. There's plenty of successful methods out there. You just need to have conviction in a method, and it's not following anybody. It's not following all these other people. It's not following people, because you can make signals just as good as them. Once you have the conviction, that's all you need. It's the one that's following that's the issue. And if you're making your own signals and you're having trouble, it's you. It's not the setup. It's not the charts. It's not the market. It's you. And if you're following someone, and it don't matter if they're profitable or not. If you're following them and you're not profitable, it's you. You're the problem. It's your fault. Don't complain, oh, I'm not profitable, and regardless of whether they are or not. You got to fix yourself. You man up. Take some freaking responsibility for your business. I just hit TP, bro. Done. Take this off. That's what I just did. Jeez. All right, that's it, man. That's it. I need to get a drink. All right, man. What the fuck? I thought we were supposed to be talking about some Lambos here.
Shit. Only Lambo I know about is my neighbor's.
That's a baby Lambo, ain't it? How you take that all day? I don't know, but damn, this thing keeps getting, man, this thing's oh man, this is a good trade right here. Risk free. Let's roll. Man, I tell you, I'm copying, by the way, guys, I'm copying somebody. This is a copy trade. Guys, I mean, the only way to be profitable really is you need to either who you're copying, you need to know their philosophy. You need to know why they put stuff everywhere. You do. That's it. You need to know their strategy. You don't have to do it, but you have to know why they do things. You have to, and that person has to be consistent. Not profitability, not profitable wise, but it's what they do. They need to be consistent. And if and you need to study them, and you really need to back test their trades, so that you know when you follow along. But there's no reason. These charts are free. All right. They're paying the same fees you are at the exchanges. Like, you aren't borrowing their money. Like, maybe if you were borrowing the money, I understand why you have to follow them, but you aren't. These charts are free. This education is free. The only thing that's stop you from being profitable, literally, I mean, unless you're nobody, I mean, look at, I'm not going to name names, but I mean, there's plenty of people that, it's not about the knowledge or the setup or anything. It's about your conviction and the time you spend on the charts and back testing and it's just back testing. You need to back test. That's how you build conviction. That's how you build knowledge of the system. So you either sit there and build your knowledge upon someone else's trades, or you sit there and build knowledge upon something that you're going to be able to compound and compound and compound and call it your own and have other people want to learn what you have. And then you can even grow almost a dynasty, almost, you can have Discord groups with you. But if you sit there and just follow someone, you're relying on them. And I think it's just as much work to copy trade as it is to trade yourself. But don't trust me. Don't trust me. I just hit TP. I'm letting my runners run. You guys know what that is, right? All right. That's it, man. I got to go, dude. I got to go. This is killing me. I can't. It's like making me feel unprofitable. Like it's rubbing off, I feel like, from all the ears listening.
Oh, well, I guess I know what I got to do.
Yeah, it's about time. You see this big M up here on my screen? McDonald's. That's what you got to do, man. Taking applications.
It might be easier to do that.
Put the fries in the bag.
Would that be medium or supersize?
There you go. It's really the same amount of fries. Have you knew that? Like, seriously, look it up. Like, the same amount of fries that are in a medium are in a small. The same amount of fries that are in a small are in a large. I'm serious. Look it up. Everybody look it up on YouTube. It's the same amount of fries.
All right, I'm going to go put my McDonald's uniform on.
Yeah, you better. Count them fries, all right? Count them fries. All right, man, seriously, I got to go. I got to pay my, I got to get this payout real quick, all right? So, you have fun, all right?
All right, I'll McSlide you later.
Oh, yeah. All right, buddy.
God, one of these days I'm going to listen to him and swear to God, I'm going to back test. I'm going to fucking beat the shit out of these charts.